Barcelona continue their strong 2025, and after winning and beating Real Madrid 5-2, they have now just beaten Real Betis, and they've now qualified to the quarterfinals of the Copa Del Rey with a convincing domination of a performance. Certain players stepping up massively and certain players impressive massively. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about what happened. The key talking points. Two of the disallowed goals, which is crazy. And of course, the best players, in my personal opinion. Before we start, you guys already know what to do. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and comment your own thoughts. Comment what you thought about the game and what your main takeaways is. Listen, Barcelona started with this lineup. Iñaki Peña in goal, Kounde, Araujo, Kubasi, Gerard Martin, Frankie, Pedri, Lamine, Gavi, Raphina and Dani Olmo. Of course, 4 players, 4 different positions, was different compared to the last game. There's no Szczesny in goal, there's no Bolde, there's no Casado, and there's no Lewa. The first time under Hansi Flick that Barcelona plays with a false 9, and also the first time since a very long time that Frankie and Pedri plays both in the pivot. Whenever they've played in previous time so far this season, it hasn't been successful, but I think the matchup worked well for them because Betis didn't really offer a lot of threat. Of course, Betis, they lost 2, in my opinion. There was no Abde. Abde at least offers a bit more threat, a bit more directness. So they had no player that can actually create something out of nothing except for Isco. And of course, they've got no Diao and no Luis Enrique, no of course Lo Celso. So Betis' main players going forward didn't play. That's why you can play a Frankie Pedri double pivot. And it worked very well. I mean, the first half, it was a complete domination from Barcelona. Even the goals which they scored, the first goal came from Gavi, a creation from Pedri, great little turn from Pedri, passes to Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo got intercepted, but Gavi's first touch was very well taken. And of course, he scored, of course. I don't know why. I can't lie, yeah. I think people need to chill. The guy, he said sorry to Betis. Of course, he played at Real Betis and he left when he was 11 years old. But my brother, you left when you're 11 years old, fam. You are technically a La Masia. You're not even a Betis graduate. In my personal opinion, fam, I think if you join a team before you're 14, I think you're considered part of that academy. You left Betis when you're 11. Why the hell are you apologizing? I'm sure even Betis, they looked at you. What? Why is he apologizing? He played for us. My brother, you're forcing it. But you scored a goal. Doing this when you left me 11 years old, my brother, are you doing too much? You're doing too much. Anyway, he scored the second goal. Mamma mia. Pedri once again being the creation behind. And I'll talk about Pedri after when I talk about the best players in my personal opinion. Passes to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal with a first time pass. Pass to Kounde, who of course overlapped. Kounde, great finish. They literally did the same thing with the third goal where Lamine Yamal did the exact same thing. Waited for Kounde. Kounde, Dani Alves type of finish. Scored the second goal, but that goal got disallowed because his toe was called disallowed. That to me is very harsh. Come on, man. It's his toe. My brother, I can't control. I've got big toes. I can't control it. But 2-0 to Barcelona in the first half. Second half, I expected, all right, Betis, can you give me something? Can I get something from you guys? I didn't get nothing. Wallah, I did not get nothing. I got absolutely nothing. But what I did get was I got Barcelona continuing their strong form. They scored the third goal. They scored the fourth goal. And, of course, the shark, Ferran Torres, scored the fifth goal. But, of course, there was a moment in the second half which caught, again, attention when Lamine Yamal was called disallowed. Listen, let's talk about the goals. It's a bit too harsh just to let us lay by. The third goal was initially Lamine Yamal, but he was called offside because of a pass which he received 23 seconds before the actual goal went in. So the first pass to Lamine Yamal was disallowed, but the play went on and went on and went on and went on, and then he then of course scored, but it was called disallowed. So they went back with a great pass by Frank de Jong, to be fair. But then they went back to what it was, and he got called disallowed. Which, in terms of the rules of the game, any possession that lasts less than 30 seconds is called disallowed. I think it's either 30 or 40 seconds. But it got called disallowed. Then literally Barcelona scored seconds later. Corner, counter-attack, Lamine Yamal, great couple touches. He went past two players, decided to shoot rather than pass, got intercepted. Raphina finishes to make it 3-0. The fourth goal came from Lamine Yamal with a great pass by Dani Olmo, which I believe. And then, of course, the fifth goal, the Shark! Ferran Torres scores. But it was complete domination. I think every single person from Barcelona played very well. Let's talk about it. Of course, Iñaki Peña, solid. He had one save to do, and that was when Vitor Roque tried to shoot. That's the reason why Vitor Roque got shipped away. Wasn't good enough. Kounde, bro, this guy, he's amongst my top 3 players of the game. I think what he's done, the game today was sensational from Kounde. Like both goals, you can see him overlapping and you can see him enjoying himself. And I think the chemistry between Kounde and Lamine Yamal is a great chemistry. I think it's the same kind of chemistry which they had early this season. And when Kounde's form dipped, a lot of people don't realize this, but when Kounde's form regressed, that was because Lamine Yamal wasn't there. So, and there isn't any other player on the pitch that has the same understanding and the same chemistry to Kounde than Lamine Yamal. So when Lamine Yamal never played, Kounde was very unsure. Should I overlap? Should I underlap? Should I invert? He wasn't sure what to do. So when Lamine Yamal is now back and playing to the level that he knows best, Kounde is now back to this same form. Araujo was pretty good. Of course, the news came out today that Araujo potentially will resign and extend his contract. And I think he had a very good performance. He made one very good last-ditch tackle in the second half, which gave the fans a bit of applaud. Kubasi, I mean, at this point, we are pretty much going to normalize how good he is every single game. 17-year-old, but he's moving like he's 25 years old. Very good performance from Kubasi. Jared Martin was pretty much hit. I think he had an okay performance, nothing special, nothing crazy, just a standard Jared Martin performance. I'm kind of surprised because whenever Betis attacked, and especially in that first half, they attacked on the left-hand side, not right-hand side, which I didn't understand why. I mean, when you look at that team and when you want to attack, you attack on the weaker spot, on the weaker position. Why would you attack on Kounde's position when Kounde is much better defensive than Jared Martin? Jared Martin, he is okay, but he does have defensive flaws in him in terms of awareness and positioning. Why would you not attack his side? Why would you attack Kounde's side? It makes no sense. Frankie and Pedri, for me, let's start with Frankie. Frankie had a slow first half, in my opinion. Slow, lost the ball a couple of times. But I think the second half, he was much better. Of course, created that pass. Great pass to Lamine Yamal. His goal got called disallowed. So it's a bit unfortunate he never got his assist. But decent game in the second half. I think he was much more involved in the second half. Pedri, for me, was very, very good. Very, very good. But this is the problem with Pedri. And this is the problem with players, the way he plays. It's because both first goal and second goal came from him. It was created by him. He started the whole attack. Both goals, he started it with the turn, with the vision, and with the pass. So he had 3 pre-assists. But that would never show up in the stat sheet. It would never show up as a goal. It would never show up as an assist. It would never show up as a key pass because his pass was 3 passes before the actual goal. So this is why it's a bit unfortunate because when you look at that performance, when that Pedro dropped in the first 60 minutes, it was a very, very, very good performance. But on the stat sheet, it's going to show you... Okay, let me have a look. It's going to show you a 7.7, fam. 7.7, but really and truly, it deserved an 8. It deserved an 8. Very good performance by Pedri. Gavi continues his strong 2025. It started with Bilbao. He scored a goal. Madrid, he was okay. He was good in Madrid. And of course, now continues that form to make it 2 goals out of 3 performance to start off 2025. I think it's very key for him to continue that form because I do think when Casado returns back, I think you're looking at Barcelona's best 3-man midfield of Pedri, Gavi, and Casado. So when Gavi returns to the form, and I think when he came back from an injury, he was very slow, very rusty, which is pretty much expected because when you come back from an ACL, it takes time for you to recover and to play to the same level you played before the ACL injury. So now, by now, you can clearly see he's slowly getting back to the level that he was. Because before, let's not forget, before he got injured with that ACL, he was Barcelona's best midfielder. That August to November, before he got injured with Spain, he was playing at elite level. Barcelona's best midfielder by far. But he got injured, and then, of course, Raphina, all right performance, scored a goal. He continues his, of course, he at the moment he's giving me I'm not saying he's, of course, the same player. It's very different, but he's giving Salah vibes in the sense of every goal, every game you're expecting a GA from Raphina. And I think he's becoming that type of player where sometimes he might not play to the best level, but you're still expecting a goal and assist from him. And I think today's game is very different to the game he played against Madrid. With Madrid, he was very good against Madrid, one of the best players on the pitch, if not the best player on the pitch. But today, he was a bit, but of course, got his goal. Dani Olmo, first half, he really tried to score. His shot hit the post, I think, in the first half. Second half, really wanted his goal. I think he got an assist, if I'm not mistaken. Got 2 assists. Lamine Yamal and Gavi, I believe. I think the Gavi one's a bit... I don't think he passed it. I think he got intercepted. But I think the Gavi... Whoa! Dani Olmo, man of the match! This is why I don't believe rating scores. There is no way Dani Olmo was the man of the match. Brother, he wasn't even top 3 for me. If my top 3 players, before I get to that, let me talk about Lamine Yamal. Lamine, special, man, special. And I think, you know what, one thing, I think we all know how good he is. But I think his most underrated aspect about his game, I think we all know he's very good. Dribbling skills, tricky, pacey, fast, finishing, shots. I think we all know that. But I think one of the most underrated parts about Lamine Yamal is his vision and his passing. His vision is sensational. And his first touch, bro. Bro, he is now becoming an elite passer. And let's not forget, he's 17 years old. But he's now getting to the stage when he's an elite passer. Every pass is with intent. Every pass is and not only with intent, every pass is calculated. He knows exactly when to pass it. A lot of players in Lamine Yamal's position, especially for that second goal, and for disallowed for Kounde's second goal. So Kounde scored 2 goals. Both goals came from Lamine Yamal. One goal was called in, one goal was called disallowed. Both goals, Lamine Yamal. The first one with that chip pass, first time, elite. But you know what impressed me? The second pass is not easy to make. Because second pass, a lot of wingers, when they see the fullback overlapping, so right now, yeah, when you see the fullback overlapping, a lot of wingers, they make the mistake of 2 things. They either make the pass short because of course your eyes are not on your fullback making the run. Your eyes is on the defender and on the ball. So you're basically waiting, you're having a glance, you're calculating when he is going to be passed, and then you need the pass needs to be on point. A lot of players, they either make that pass short because they think they pass a bit too early, or it's a long pass. It goes literally to a goal kick. Lamine Yamal has now mastered when to pass it at the right time and when Kounde has made that run. So Kounde doesn't need to delay his run. When Kounde runs, the pass gets to him. It reminds me very similar to Messi with Dani Alves or Messi with Jordi Alba. He's becoming an elite passer. Anyway, that's the whole point. In terms of the best couple plays, for me, it's Kounde, it's Pedri, and it's Lamine Yamal. But let me know what you guys think. Of course, Barcelona's through to the quarterfinals. They wait Madrid, Atleti. If Madrid win tomorrow, we're back tomorrow, of course. But don't forget to, of course, comment your own thoughts about the game and what you thought about the game. And don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow with Real Madrid.